Hello everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Phoenix Draconis coming with you with another toy review video. And as you can tell, this week's video is going to focus on Studio Series 86 Cup from Transformers the movie. Now, Cup is the second figure in this wave here. And I can tell, I mean, this is a very good, very good series. I have been so pleased with it so far. Of course, there were little nitpicks here and there, but nothing that that can be looked over, or I should say overlooked and whatnot. Now, looking at the box art, it's very you can tell that they took cues from the 86 movie. Even the way that the figure looks in this case, looks pretty well. Though I have seen images of him as well as reviews of Cup. The one thing that I have to say I cannot overlook is the head sculpt. Looks like Cup had gotten some Robo Botox or something like that. I don't know. We'll have to take him out of the box in order to have a closer look on that. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing on here. But let's go ahead and take a look. Like I said, the box art is freaking amazing. It really is. Here we have is a little bit closer look at the box art here. And this is a deluxe class figure, so it's, I think, about this almost scaling in size with Hot Rod. Luckily, I do have him available to me, so I'll probably pull him out to do a side-by-side comparison. Then on the other side, we got a much more larger version of the box art. And then, of course, as we turn around, we look at the back side here. And I have to say, I like the product shots on this. Very, very nice. I'm really looking forward to seeing how he looks, with the backdrop and everything, as well as how he will scale with Hot Rod. If I hadn't already put away, Grimlock, I probably would already have him out, but who knows? Maybe during the course of this video, I'll probably have him, out as well. But let's go ahead and take one more look at the front here. So let's do it this way. There we go. Alright. Alright, so without any further ado, let's go ahead and open them up. Alright folks, there he is out of the box, and I actually had to go ahead and get him into that scene where he's with the robotic squid here. Not his most endearing moment, I have to tell you. It is... Oops. I'm going to try and see if I can get that just a little bit better here. And wow, I honestly was surprised to learn that they actually did that, where the arms and legs were removable just to replay this scene. I mean, I'm like, wow. Yeah, I mean, of all the scenes they could have put as a backdrop for them, they had to pick this one. So oh my goodness. Alright, well, give me a moment to go ahead and get him back together. See if we can get rid of that nasty burr in his rotator, and continue on with the review. Alright, there he is, back together and posed up and ready with an Energon goodie. So I am liking this. You know, very, like I said, very reminiscent of his character design from Transformers the movie. Like I said, there are certain areas that I would have to go ahead and nitpick over. Number one is this clear, transparent blue windshield that shows off, you know, his somewhat metallic blue chest area. Now, of course, me growing up with the G1 series, and especially with the movie, this, granted, we know it's a window, but still, nonetheless, they could have made this a little bit more solid. That's in my personal opinion. Now, the next thing I would have to go ahead and at least nitpick over is the face. Like I said before in the video when we were just showing the box off and everything, it kind of looks like that Cup went ahead and had some robotic Botox done on his face. It's not very good. Whatever they did for the face, it's not all that well done. It's too glossy. We know he's supposed to be an old warrior to begin with, but that paint job just really washes that away. And I have to say, I'm not liking the head sculpt. So, yeah. But hopefully that will not take away from, you know, from me liking this figure. Because, I mean, like I said before, I've been in awe of this series, so I don't want this to be the weakest link. You know, because, you know, I mean, wow. So without, you know, just bashing the figure and whatnot, you know, because I think I did that a little while ago by showing him off all torn up and everything. Let's go ahead and move on. So he does have his actual rifle, or I should say his actual blaster, which is very, very nicely done. Of course, you do have the little gaps here and there, but I think I can overlook that. It's very well done, very nice color. So that is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure they're blast effect compatible, maybe. I don't have any blast effects on me, so I can't really show you that. And of course there's a peg on the side, so I can only assume that's got to be a peg for when you transform for storage. Now the next thing, which is I thought was pretty interesting, was the little cache which shows off his Energon goodie thing. So that was pretty awesome. Of course, I really wish they made the Energon goodie pink like it did in the movie. But other than that, that's not bad. That's pretty awesome. Of course, it's a little gappy. You know, not the most favorite thing, but whoa, it is. It is a thing. So give me a moment to look for the Energon goodie cache because it fell down, and we'll go ahead and continue on with the review. All right, folks, there he is, transformed up into vehicle mode, and I have to say, he's very, very like I said, he's very reminiscent of his G1 character design. Very nice. It does roll, though I do kind of have a sensing that there's not a whole lot of clearance, so there may be some scraping, as you can hear from the sound. but not too bad. I just wish that this was a little bit more of a solid and not so transparent. Now, of course, there is some weapon storage, so we can actually put the gun right here on the side, and of course storage for his inner John Goody, even though it's only there for just like a few seconds in the film. That's about it. Oh man, but I mean, this isn't too bad. This is a very good, likeness from the G1 movie. I mean, wow, that's pretty awesome looking. Now I have to say though that maybe it's too soon to mention this, but I have seen some images on Facebook where they are making a third-party add-on set which includes a target master for him. Now, I have heard other reviewers say, well, why didn't they just incorporate that in there? Because, they were mostly concentrating on how they appeared in the 1986 movie, not in season 4 where they introduce in the Rebirth miniseries where they introduce the headmasters and target masters. So that's the reason why they're just making it as an add-on, for later on. It wasn't incorporated in the G1, or I should say in the 1986 G1 movie. So, but let's go ahead and take off the accessories. We're going to go ahead and start with the transformation. So let's before we continue, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the molded details on here. Now, not too bad. I wish they went ahead and did the paint apps for this end here. I may wind up doing it myself later on, but who knows. Very, very nice. You can see some really good riveted detail on there. A lot of good Cybertronian paneling. And for anyone that doesn't already know, the name Cup is derived from pickup, or pickup truck, basically. So that's where his name came from. A little bit of, off the wall info. But not too bad. If nothing else, I wish they had done some sort of wheel detail on here. I mean, they have it in molded plastic, but I wish they did some coloring on there. But not too bad. So, whoop, accidentally hit my stand here. So, let's go ahead and lower this down. Okay. So one of the things we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and pull this. So because everything is all attached and everything, one of the first things we're going to need to do is detach this portion here. Now, these are two panels. These are two panels right here that you're going to need to detach from the hands. And now it shouldn't really be all that tight or difficult. So once they are off of the hands, and let me just widen there we go. That way I'm still in frame. There we go. Once the hands are detached, all you gotta do is just flip these up like so. Now another thing you're going to do is this front section here, or right up here, you need to detach from the sides. Oof, if I can try and get that on there. There we go. Okay, so once that is detached here, this panel here goes up like so. And there we go. So we're going to go ahead and do the same thing here. Just whoop. Don't detach the leg. Oh my goodness. So yeah, it's attached here on a peg, a little peg right there into that slot right here. But it is tight once it's on there. So, and of course this panel here is on a rocker hinge here. So you just slap that on. And there we go. And make sure this is pegged into the side. Sometimes this thing will just... There we go. Now, once this panel is on there and attached, just pull the front feet up, like so, in case no one else had seen it yet. Now, one thing that you want to do first also, these shin guards here, you want to pull those forward, and because the way the legs are angled, you want to get those string back up, so you just push down like so. That way they're angled in, and there's a peg here. It's going to hook up to this board right there, like so. Now, next thing you're going to do is you're going to pull his waist up just a bit. And now we're going to go ahead and detach this second. Oops. For those that did not see it because I was so out of angle, I'll try and widen the shot here. There we go. So this side panel is here and here. You're going to go ahead and unattach like so. At this point, you're going to take this front portion here, unattach, and at the same time, you're going to bring his chest up like so. Now, before anything else, we need to go ahead, these wheel wells here, we need to push those in. Going to do the same with the other side. Once that's there, you're going to push this section. Now, there is a couple pegs on either side. They go into the slots right here. And there we go. Now we're going to go ahead and push these down. There's a peg right there that's going to go into the slots right here on either side. Boom. Oh, almost forgot. One thing I did forget. These forearms, there's this panel here. We need to rotate back that down on the opposite end. Oh, before we do that, we're going to push the arms out like so. Now, let's go ahead and turn these arms like that. There we go. Once you hear that snap, there you go. There we go. Once that's done, now you can just push these in, push those in, and then turn the hands or the arms down. Now, one other thing, this back piece here. Oh, at this point in time, you can be able to turn the head around. Now, at this point, you should be able to go ahead and take this back piece here, which was the top of his cab, push that in, and there are a couple of slot tabs here and here. They go into these slots in the back, and just tab that in, and there you have his backpack. And at that point, just make some minor adjustments for his ankle tilt. And okay, so there he is, all ready for battle. And I say he's not bad looking, with the exception of his Botoxed, robo-Botoxed face, which actually takes away from the age look that he's supposed to have. I think they were very heavy-handed with the paint job on there, and hence that's how come he's got a much more smoother face, and he doesn't really look like his character design in terms of his face sculpt. So I'm kind of disappointed in that. But all in all, there he is. So let's go ahead and look into articulation. His head can turn 360. It does have a little bit of wiggly waggly, as MGO normally says. Unfortunately, it doesn't look up. It does look down depending on the position. Can turn 360. Of course, he does have bicep rotation, as well as the fact that it can remove. It does also bend at over 90 degrees. He does have waist articulation. Can kick up at 90 degrees. Can kick back at over 90 degrees. And he can bend at 90 degrees. Now, there's a little bit of toe tilt as well as ankle tilt. So, there he is. And I have to say, other than the face sculpt, I do like the figure. It's not bad. Transformation is, fairly simple. Other than that, it's not, like I said, it's not too bad. So, as a matter of fact, I should have had this ready earlier, but give me a moment to go ahead and bring out Hot Rod, and we'll do a size comparison with each, and then I'll give you my final thoughts. Alright, there he is, posed up with Hot Rod, and they're going into battle against the Quintesson Squid, as well as the Alicons and Sharkticons and whatnot. And of course, there's Cup trying to go ahead and offer him an Energon goodie after using the universal greeting, Ba Weep Brana Weep Nini Bong. And not bad. I really like the way they scale together. But like I said, other than my personal nitpick, which is, the Botox face, and I can't help but mention that because, it's like, Cup, what are you trying to prove here? Other than that, that's all I have to say on it. Now, I do know that that they are making the retail circuit, but I did get this one through Hasbro Pulse, so pretty much almost the whole Studio Series 86 line, as well as most of the Kingdom figures, I wound up getting through Hasbro Pulse. Those that I had been able to get via retail, once I have them in hand, I just go ahead and basically take them off my pre-order list on Hasbro Pulse, because I'm not one of those collectors that basically wants to have 2 of everything or 3 of everything and whatnot. I'm very limited in terms of space to begin with anyway, so to have that much, yeah. And so other than that, I'd like to hear your own personal thoughts on Cup over here. Do you have them? Were you able to get them? Did you get them through Hasbro Pulse or one of the other toy sellers, or did you get them out of the retail stores? And what's your take on them? Do you like them? Do you love them? Do you hate them? Leave me your comments and suggestions in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe, click onto the bell notification icon. That will give you notifications on any and all new content that I create for my channel here. So far, I've seen the membership, the subscribers that view my channel, and I am so grateful that you all are taking the opportunity to go ahead and check out my channel and see what I have. I think I was looking over a review of a preview that I had put together, and this was for Siege Thundercracker. And I did like this little coming soon video, and someone put in some funny emojis as their comment. I couldn't help but laugh on that. That was funny. I was going to make a comment, but it looks like they removed their comments, so I'm like, aw. It wasn't going to be a bad comment. I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Just like someone had told me, 45 minutes, tighten it up, man. Hey, I have a lot to say when it comes down to this, and I take my time on this. I know other reviewers, they zip on and stuff like that. Me, I say what I say, and I'll stand by it. But nonetheless, I like where my channel is going so far, and I look forward to seeing my channel grow, and I hope that everyone that subscribes and rings the notification bell is along for the ride. So thank you all so much. Other than that is all I have to say concerning Cup here. I'd like to thank you all for watching. This is Phoenix Draconis, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Peace.